Welcome to the 15th annual DEKALB Superspiel. We are super excited to be hosting this great event again. The Morris Curling Club is also the home of the Cargill Curling Training Center. It is our 5th year of year-round operation. We are the only 12-month training facility in Canada, and we're excited to invite you to join us anytime you want to come this way. We are also the National Training Center for the Canadian Deaf Sport Association of Canada. We invite you to visit our website, curlingtraining.ca, or you can give us a call at 204-746-2271, and we'd love to show you a good time.
At DEKALB, we're not holding back. We're gonna be your #1 canola seed. Just watch us. DEKALB, challenge the status quo.
Buying or selling a home shouldn't feel like slipping on the ice. The mother-daughter real estate team of DuMark Hancock brings the skills and experience learned from the curling button straight to the front door. With local expertise and award-winning results, they guide clients through every step of the process. For a free consultation, call 204-996-6600 today. They are proud supporters of the Morris Curling Club, celebrating teamwork, strategy, and community spirit. Together, this team helps families hurry hard to the finish line and make every move stress-free from end to end.
I want to thank you for not betting with Play Now and choosing my offshore gambling site instead. Because when you place a bet with me, I make money. Lots of money. Sure, sometimes you win a bet, but that doesn't mean I'm going to pay you. Well, not right away anyway. I mean, seriously, why would I do that? Money! So please, keep betting with me and not Play Now.
Play on Play Now instead. Manitoba's local, safe, and secure gambling site.
At Access Credit Union, we are dedicated to demonstrating leadership and commitment within the communities we serve. We love to connect with our members and partner up with local communities. We are a passionate organization that believes in investing in our communities for a sustainable future. Whether we are serving pancakes on a festival weekend or watching a movie under the stars with friends and neighbors, we know these are the interactions that matter. Access Credit Union, where you need us to be, in your community.
Hello, I'm Nathan Friesen, and Super Thrifty is proud to sponsor the DEKALB Superspiel in Morris.
Come and discover the warmth and hospitality of Morris, home of the thrilling Morris Stampede. Nestled as the central hub on Highway 75, Morris is more than a town. It's a thriving nexus of business and community, with new industrial opportunities ready to break ground. Join us and make Morris your next investment.
Good Morning, everybody, and welcome back to the 18th annual DEKALB Superspiel held in Morris, Manitoba, Canada. It is Sunday and the last day of this Superspiel. Myself, Matthew Norris, chair of DEKALB, and joining me, Richard White.
Good morning.
So on this final day, we've had plenty of eliminations coming into Sunday. Yesterday alone, 12 men's teams out in elimination qualifying. And we had 6 teams out Saturday as well from the women's. That's 18 teams playing to fight for today. And a lot of intense curling going on. All the teams that you see out here really busted every bone in their body to get here.
They have had to play hard to be here. Some of these teams played all 4 draws yesterday.
And even going into the evening, we had 4 draws yesterday, 10, 1, 4, and 7:30. Those winners of some 4 p.m. draws had to play right away to get into today at 7:30 p.m.
Yes, there was some good matchups yesterday.
Not a lot of big separation in scores either. Everybody trying to get here for that big purse, because we do have largest purses here at this Bonspiel in Manitoba, up to $60,000 in prize money.
Not pretty good paycheck for a weekend.
That's
I'd be
right.
liking that in my pocket.
And so right here on Sheet C, we're live streaming Kalthoff with Calvert. Some very strong historical players meeting today on Sunday. Our other live stream over on Sheet D, we have Team Peterson and Team Hayward. Hayward, after doing some commentating with my son Zach, Hayward's still a junior team.
Yes, I hear that.
Over on Sheet A, and these are not live streamed, so I mean $15 to come here today to watch our finals and our championship draws. You get to see some world-class curlers. We still have Korea, China. Yesterday, New Zealand knocked out.
Yes,
Philippines knocked out.
That was a shocker.
I
We
know.
still have one of our homegrown teams, Calvert, playing today, and they had to battle back after losing to Korea right off the hop, and they've had to battle back today. That is right here on our Sheet C.
Right now, it looks like they're kind of sticking with a similar strategy that we see most of our curlers playing over this event. Either playing some high-up guards, utilizing that 5 rock guard roll, either center line or outside ice. And it looks like Kalthoff vouching to go into the rings with all those Calvert stones up in front. Talking with a lot of these curlers, they've mentioned how fast this ice is, but this is competitor ice, and this is the way they like it. Being able to control that rock, play that ice, about 16 seconds. And from what my son told me, they're running about 16.5 even at times. Really keen out there. Still a lot of curl though. As Chambers gets ready for his shot, just looking at our ice here, we have on Sheet A, Team Senate against Team Walter. couple of these games come down to the last rock. Some of these teams finishing with a steal and an upset from the losers.
Yes, there was. There was some upsets yesterday that were surprising. Well, worth watching, though.
Oh, it made it super exciting, to say the least. A lot of shock and awe, I can tell you that much.
You mentioned the ice. A lot of the teams were saying this is the closest arena ice that they can find. And it is like the teams out of Thunder Bay, they just love coming here. They love coming and playing on this ice.
Same comments to myself, too, from the teams out there. Sheet B, we have Watling against Grey Withers. Over on Sheet E, we have Wendling against Kim, our Team Korea team. And Team Wendling, I believe, from the United States, sneaking in there. And then on Sheet F, Team Hebert, who I think in the beginning was looking like they were going to take a loss, and they've just been going strong ever since then, not letting anybody take them out. They are playing against Team Zhu, Team China. Very, very, very strong team. Expected winner going into this. Yep. And they will be playing some big events coming up afterwards. Now with Kalthoff playing a little bit more aggressive. Calvert is seeing that and wanting to take out some of those stones now. Now Calvert does have the hammer, and right now I hope Kalthoff notices he has 3 stones in the house and they're all separated. That'll prove to be difficult going into Kalthoff's last stone if those stones are still out there. A lot of these teams are trying to figure out the ice a little bit. This is the first draw of 3 today. The ice may be a little bit frosty. It'll get warm and keen quick though. All these athletes working hard, breathing hard, will bring that temperature up. So Kalthoff going for that hit and roll, wanting to kind of hang around there and try to be shot. Will not be shot though, from what I can tell. Calvert still is shot in that 8-foot rings, with Kalthoff being a close second. So Calvert sees what he's up against right now, and he's looking to maybe even tap back and sit, giving himself not only another guard, but taking Kalthoff at the same time and possibly getting shot 4 stones. This is only the first end right now, Richard, and it's proving to be a bit of a challenging end already.
It definitely creating an interesting scenario.
And I could be very wrong on this. Calvert's thirds broom is sitting on the tee line, which means a more soft draw and not so much a hit. But it does seem that he is throwing the weight to hit his 8-foot stone, drive it back onto the Kalthoff stone, and hopefully that red guy gets out of there, and then Calvert will be shot. 3. That weight's not quite there. And in fact, I think maybe that was the plan, just to sit on top of that stone.
Freeze to the red. Freeze to it, yes.
If you're a Kalthoff right now, I mean, what are you doing, Richard?
Well, you're facing 3 out there. That's a tough call.
I mean, you don't want to freeze. It's too far behind the tee line. Calvert's just going to cover that up. Or are you looking at just holding Calvert to 1?
Well, I think I'd try and tuck in that behind that front guard. Sit on the 4, just behind that front guard.
I think they're looking at what you're looking at. Yeah. And then they're talking worst case scenario. Slows down a little bit, at least it sits here. Heavy a little bit, at least it sits here. Being the first end, you might want to play some safety shots. Now, that being said, we did just talk about how aggressive it does seem that they are playing already in the first end.
I think the teams here, they know what's on the line. They're out here to play, and that aggressive play is just, it shows their emotions, and that's just showing.
And you can see it on all 6 sheets right now. Plenty of stones in, and the stones that aren't in, if you're on our other live stream sheet D, Peterson against Hayward, they're already finished their first end with Peterson taking a 3.
Peterson comes into this with lots of experience. Hayward is a nice and upcoming junior team, but Peterson, they've been in these situations before.
And that being said, I mean, we've talked already before about our junior teams. Like, you say junior, but McDonald was junior just a year previous, and where are they right now?
Oh yeah, like they're phenomenal.
A nice, soft, out of the hack, soft release, hoping to leave this shot to the sweepers. Being very, very cautious around that rock. You don't want to leave it too short. I think it is a little heavy.
I think it's a little heavier than what they were looking for.
And unfortunately, it does look like Calvert might have an opportunity for 4.
Again, like we mentioned, the first 2 ends usually the teams are trying to get a reading on the ice and a feel for the ice and what it's best play for them, right, for their game. Back to the juniors. A lot of these junior teams here, they've been playing since they were like 7, 8 years old. Oh. So they've been playing for a long time. It isn't like suddenly they're out there playing and winning.
Calvert coming in strong, hoping to go off their back and break everything out.
3.
Looks like Calvert 3. So another 3-ender here out in the morning after the first end with Calvert taking the lead. We'll come back and hopefully a lot of the first ends are done and we'll give you an update on scores. But for now, here's a word from our sponsors.
Welcome to the 15th annual DEKALB Superspiel. We are super excited to be hosting this great event again. The Morris Curling Club is also the home of the Cargo Curling Training Center. It is our 5th year of year-round operation. We are the only 12-month training facility in Canada, and we're excited to invite you to join us anytime you want to come this way. We are also the National Training Center for the Canadian Deaf Sport Association of Canada. We invite you to visit our website, curlingtraining.ca, or you can give us a call at 204-746-2271, and we'd love to show you a good time.
At DEKALB, we're not holding back. We're gonna be your #1 canola seed. Just watch us. DEKALB, challenge the status quo.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 18th annual DEKALB Superspiel held here in Morris, Manitoba, Canada. We are in the last day of this Superspiel, and on Sheet C, watching Kalthoff against Calvert. This is Matthew Norris, chair of DEKALB, broadcasting with Richard White. Richard, what happened at the last end?
Well, Calvert took 3, which was a good way to open if you're a Calvert. Again, they're last year's winners, so it's nice to see them back in the final games.
Yes, and looking to take that title back once again. Over on Sheet D, our other live stream, Team Peterson against Team Hay, where Team Peterson also taking it with a 3. And it does appear almost all of our first ends are complete. On Sheet A, we have Team Sinnott against Team Walter. Team Sinnott continues to be a force to reckon with, 2-0 after the first end. Sheet B, Watling against Grey Withers. Right now, Watling with a 1-0 lead after the first end. All the way over to Sheet E, everybody playing cautious, it seems. Team Wendling against Team Kim, pulling off a blank, so Team Kim will maintain the hammer going into the second end. And Sheet F, I'm assuming much the same, as no score has been put up as of yet. So back here on Sheet C, it does appear only
Tough shot there,
setting up that guard, and Calvert going aggressive. As they do have an aggressive lead, they're going to continue to maintain that. Did Team Kalthoff just have a bit of a miss there?
No.
Top house guard.
Yeah. What would you play here, Matt?
There's a lot of rocks there. I would almost opt for another guard if I'm playing mixed. But right now, being that far down, you do need some rocks in the house. So they do have that high guard already and looking to use it, but they need to stay high, because if they come too deep, there's an opportunity for Calvert to take that stone out and roll behind their own.
You can see that already, the way they're looking at this. Right away going to peel that guard.
Yeah. Calvert looking to clean out those guards now because we are past the 5 rocks.
Yeah.
No more protection. With that rule.
And that's their aggressive style that they like to play.
Kalthoff coming in with a draw. Kind of okay with a little tap back there, I believe. Sweepers are right off of that rock. They know it's hot. Oh.
You think he's going to, play follow the leader here? Peel out the front. Couple of options there he's looking at. Not taking too long to think about that play at all.
Not at all. Oh. They almost had that shot. I think Kalthoff here needs to just leave some stones a little high up right now. They have some protection behind them, but they don't want Calvert to take advantage of that. On and off with the sweepers tells you that they're fairly confident with the shot. Leaving it to the end. I think that's pretty much where they liked it. A little bit more conversation now that it's a little bit more challenge for Calvert. Go back to our sponsors for the live streaming here at the Superspiel from DEKALB. We have Asham Curling Supply, Access Credit Union, Valley Super Thrifty Pharmacy, Play Now, of course the Town of Morris, Big Way Foods, and the DeMarc Hancock Real Estate Team. A little less stones in those houses out there. People figured out the ice. Now they're trying to play it. Calvert really taking some time looking into this shot. I know you were talking about the juniors before, and you and I, previous broadcasting, we've talked about all the events that the Morris Curling Club hosts here. Richard, can you tell us a little bit about the events? I think you said they start all the way at the beginning of August.
Yeah, we have the icebreaker that we host in August here. It's like the first pointed event for the elite curlers. It was a very good event this year. It had some of the big names like Kate Cameron, Christina Black was here. And anybody who wants to see the big people but say, oh my God, like they're never in my area, well, that's a lie. They're here. Come on out to Morris in August. You will see them. And we had the stick, what do they call it? The Red River Stick Spiel, right? That's part of the Manitoba Stick Curling League, Curling Tour. We got that. We host this one here, this Super Spiel that always brings out the big names on the arena ice. And that. And the junior. This coming in February, we're going to have the junior spiel.
That's a lot. Yeah, February 18th to 22nd for the junior championships. And looking to see a lot of your upcoming teams come out, see those young folks play. It's going to be some hardcore competition. Don't let the junior part of this Bonspiel fool you. So Calvert came in quite aggressive, spreading out a lot of Kalthoff stones out in the back. which Kalthoff wants. I mean, they want their stones in the house right now, but I don't think they're where they want them. Are we doing a little tap back draw? Just a heavy draw here. I think knock that stone out from Calvert. I think that's a lot softer than they were hoping. They gotta go on that one. Believe still leaving its second shot. This end is by no means over yet. There's still a lot of opportunity for Kalthoff, not only to match Calvert after 2 wins, but maybe even to take over.
Possibly. He's got a lot of rocks in the back of the house.
And Braden Calvert out of Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Bit of a drive, but not as far as a lot of these teams. They competed in the championships, many like the Sasktel men's curling tankard, and they are representing. They're hoping to represent Saskatchewan at the Brier, Canada's national championship. And they've experienced successful seasons, and they consistently rank in the Canadian team standings quite high.
I was hearing last night that there are players out here that are coming as far away as Massachusetts to play.
I don't know. I might be too Canadian for that, but to me that sounds warm. Calvert's first stone. Trying to drive it through. Does not want that stacked up at all, and he does get it.
Nice shot.
Very nice. What are you doing here, Richard?
Well, you got Kalthoff's got. He's put up that wall in the back that helps out Calvert, so that's kind of a downfall for him here. You don't really want to make too many mistakes.
I did see them double tap those top rocks there, looking for that double. I mean, still leaves Calvert with a shot rock, but going into Kalthoff's last rock, he could nudge that out of there and still possibly leave himself for 4.
And that's the beauty of this game. You never know what's going to happen.
At all.
Never know.
At all. So I think they're looking for a sort of double. Really still want to leave their back 3 stones left alone.
If they could pull the double off here, and then Calvert sets himself up again, a guard.
Dustin eyeing that stone down, trying to make sure line's there. They do get it out. They roll outside. Still not shot rock.
I think myself, I would have tried the double.
Do you think that's kind of what they're, and then hopefully splitting that rock back there?
Yeah.
And I think they missed by inches.
Yeah. We are only in the second end, so maybe still trying to figure out that ice.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I would have been afraid that would happen. If you not pulling that double, be afraid of what's going to happen now, right? Pop it out. You're sitting 3.
A false double, too. They could have had 2 of their stones in the back knocked out if it had hit too hard on that top center rock. But these are the types of risky plays that you're going to see out with these elite players right now. They wanted a roll out of that.
Yeah.
They did get a roll.
They got it.
Right on top. The most aggressive shot that you can see here is them try to go for a type of double and hit and roll to push that other stone out. Oh, he just tapped all 3 rocks, so you might be looking at the same thing.
The worst you want to do is give up 1 here in this situation.
Those steals have proven to be like nails in the coffin, honestly. We've talked about it before. Everybody playing 75 to 100%, if not 80 to 100%. So essentially what they're looking at is that miss. If there's a miss, that might be it. Dustin making sure that rock is quite clean, does not want to have a pick. Asking Pierce for a little bit more ice. Asking his sweeper to cut. Here we go. Gets the double. Pushes his own out, but he does sit in for 1. So Team Kalthoff does come out with a point in the end of the second end here, but Calvert still leading 3-1. We'll give you a rundown of the rest of the scores on the rest of the sheets, but for now, stay tuned.
Buying or selling a home shouldn't feel like slipping on the ice. The Mother Daughter Real Estate team of DuMark Hancock brings the skills and experience learned from the curling button straight to the front door. With local expertise and award-winning results, they guide clients through every step of the process. For a free consultation, call 204-996-6600 today. They are proud supporters of the Morris Curling Club, celebrating teamwork, strategy, and community spirit. Together, this team helps families hurry hard to the finish line and make every move stress-free from end to end.
I want to thank you for not betting with Play Now and choosing my offshore gambling site instead. Because when you place a bet with me, I make money. Lots of money. Sure, sometimes you win a bet, but that doesn't mean I'm going to pay you. Well, not right away anyway. I mean, seriously, why would I do that? Money! So please, keep betting with me and not Play Now.
Play on Play Now instead. Manitoba's local, safe, and secure gambling site.
At Access Credit Union, we are dedicated to demonstrating leadership and commitment within the communities we serve. We love to connect with our members and partner up with local communities. We are a passionate organization that believes in investing in our communities for a sustainable future. Whether we are serving pancakes on a festival weekend or watching a movie under the stars with friends and neighbors, we know these are the interactions that matter. Access Credit Union, where you need us to be, in your community.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the 18th annual DEKALB Superspiel held here in Morris, Manitoba, Canada. We are in the first of 3 draws today, and this is our final day. Strong, elite, competitive curling going out on all 6 sheets right now. We are on sheet C, live streaming and commentating. Team Kalthoff against Team Calvert. Myself, Matthew Norris, chair of DEKALB. Joining me is Richard White. Over on sheet D, we're also live streaming. A little less commentating going on there. So if you're tired of hearing of our hometown banter, you can head over and watch it on live stream sheet D. On that sheet, we have Team Peterson against Team Hayward. Richard, a little playback from the last end.
So Calvert took 2 there, and that he had last rock, so so now the score is 5-1. Kalthoff has last rock.
And it is appearing like we're getting a little bit faster play out here on our sheet. We still have some other sheets finishing off their third ends. So we'll do a little bit of a rundown of the rest of those sheets and those scores in a little while.
You can see where Calvert is continuing that aggressive play.
Stones in the house. That's where he's at. Stones in the house. Now, all this elite playing with some unfortunate play yesterday. So many teams trying to get in here. I mean, we had 20 teams on the men's event starting off at this 4-day event, and 12 women's teams. Yesterday, 12 men's teams eliminated, and another 5 women's teams eliminated. A lot of teams out. But that's what happens when you're playing for huge purses, up to $60,000 up for grabs across all these events and the wins here at the 18th annual DEKALB Superspiel here in Morris.
Any shockers? Any shockers for you? Me, New Zealand, and the Philippines being out. That's a bit of a shocker for me.
For how well they were playing too. I think one of them in there is Team Senate. I'm seeing them struggle kind of at the beginning, but in one of their games ended up with a steal to take it. And since then, they've been at it nonstop, just win-win. We do really like to see our world elite teams coming here from halfway across this earth to come play here and kind of hit it at the end. But we do like some of our local teams almost to win as well. Regardless, the curling community, as large and a huge breadth it is, everybody's family here. Everybody's voting for each other, unless you're on the same ice. And at that point, watch out. Calvert really yelling out there. I feel like he's right beside me, trying to get those sweepers to get that rock to move over, and they sure did. With that roll for a shot rock right behind a potential stagger guard. Kalthoff looking for a little bit of damage control, maybe knocking one stone out to roll in. Not necessarily shot rock, but keep them shot second. We were talking before how loud it can maybe get out on that ice, especially when all 6 sheets are full and everybody's trying to communicate with each other constantly. We just saw Kalthoff and his third Pierce kind of tap each other's heads to tell each other what kind of weight they wanted. What's the tap on the head? More or less a peel type weight.
Yeah, just a peel type weight and that.
They were, I believe they were really hoping for that roll into the rings though. Calvert noticing that is biting the rings. A little bit of a monkey see, monkey do situation. And we'll see who's going to pull this one off. Calvert's third, calling him off of that shot maybe a little bit. So he's coming down. A little bit of a chat. Now that we've had a little bit more go on here on our other sheets, going back to sheet A, Team Senate against Team Walter, it does look like Walter had quite the comeback. In the third end, they ended up with 3 to tie it up 3-3. Sheet B, we have Team Watling and Grey Weathers against Grey Weathers. A steal from Grey Weathers in the third end to make it 3-1. Over on our other live stream, Team Peterson against Team Hayward. Hayward getting a shot rock in the third end. So now it is 4-1 for Team Peterson. Sheet E, Wendling against Team Kim. They've tied it up. Kim with 2 in the third, 2-2. And our final sheet, Sheet F, Team Jut against Team Hebert. Team Jut with another 2 in the third end. So now it is 3-1 Team Jut. Calvert opting to go with their first choice. Chambers out of the hack. Aggressive rock. Will it roll? It does.
Rolls too much. Rolling too much.
Did get the stone. Minimizing potential damage.
And like I mentioned before about John Schuster, he's a 2018 Olympic medal winner. He's over there helping out Team Hebert, a young team. And they're up against China. That's a game to keep an eye on.
Definitely. And with that world-class elite team, Team Zhu, I mean, like I said before, forced to reckon with. Hebert is still in it, keeping it tight. We've seen some pretty big gapped scores this Superspiel. And they are not letting that happen over there on Sheet F. Here on Sheet C, Kalthoff with a slow draw in. I think they were hoping to be a little bit more tight in there.
You should be able to pop this right out. And then sit 3.
It is so distracting here. I gotta remember sometimes I have a headset on and maybe I should keep my mouth open. Maybe some of you at home maybe think otherwise. But I'm trying to do what I can here. Calvert coming in strong. Does get the rock. Doesn't hang out.
Doesn't hang around.
But I mean, it's so easily distracting here to watch so many great curlers, so many great shots. You got to come out to Morris, folks. It's really not far from anywhere. $15 to get in today. A lot of conversation going out there. So another shout out to our live streaming sponsors. A great big thank you to Big Day Media for helping us out with this live stream and the commentating. I mean, these guys have been side by side with us. And even when not here on the rink, they're helping us out all the way in Winnipeg, right here in Morris. So thank you to Big Day Media. And shout out to Asham Curling Supply. Great big thank you to them. Access Credit Union for your small community banking needs or your great big international banking needs. Valley Super Thrifty Pharmacy, local here but local everywhere. Play Now Sports, the town of Morris. You see on the live stream video commercials there. Small town, there is plenty to do here. Come by winter and summer, we got something for you. Big Wave Foods, man, I'm looking forward to lunch today because yesterday, what a smorgasbord. They bring out a lot of food for us and the teams, volunteers, as well as the sponsors. So thankful. And, of course, the DeMarc Hancock Real Estate team. Come out, enjoy Morris. They might find a place for you. Kalthoff, his first stone. Looking to stir things up. And they do. Safe to say that's okay, Richard, still, or?
That's tough. Tough call here. Kalthoff definitely wants 2. In a situation like this, you don't want to get 1. You want 2 to stay in the game. I mean, Calvert's coming so aggressively. He's playing so aggressively, like that. Like it would be easy for him to run away with this if Kalthoff doesn't get 2 here.
And there's no opportunity to blank this end and reset for the next either. There's just too many stones in that house right now. We've talked about this before, Richard, is that this isn't so much of a game of darts. It's a game of chess. A lot of strategy involved. Less about the shot that we're going to make now. It's more about what the other team wants to do and what we want to do. game of inches, Chamber having his broom up on top of that stone, and Calvert asking for an eighth of an inch over, a little bit more. But that's what it takes. Seconds and millimeters out here. Millimeters, centimeters, or inches to our American friends. He is on that rock right away, telling us he needs to hold that stone if they want to do what they were wanting to do. They do get that hit and roll. I think they're hoping to come in a little bit further. What are you doing?
Look at it, it's their last rock. What do you do?
I mean, if it were me, I'm going for the drive back.
That run back is what I'm thinking. The only other option, you can't even come around. You can't even come around and draw because they're sitting right there on the button.
And there is enough there where you could end up being shot. Driving that stone straight back will leave you shot at the top of the house. You hope that other one to take out those two also hangs out there, but as long as it takes out those back two, you're still sitting that one. But I think what they're looking here is to hit that 12 stone for a triple.
I mentioned yesterday when I had Charlie on, I said how much of this game is getting into people's heads. And when you see what's going on and how aggressive Calvert is playing, it makes you wonder how much he is into Kalthoff's head.
Very much so. Confidence going into this one. They do get 2 out, which leaves Calvert with a steal going after the 4th end to make it 6-1 for Team Calvert. That's only halfway through this draw, folks. We'll come back shortly. Just a little word from our sponsors.
Hello, I'm Nathan Friesen, and Super Thrifty is proud to sponsor the DEKALB Superspiel in Morris.
Come and discover the warmth and hospitality of Morris, home of the thrilling Morris Stampede. Nestled as the central hub on Highway 75, Morris is more than a town. It's a thriving nexus of business and community, with new industrial opportunities ready to break ground. Join us and make Morris your next investment.